The New York Civil Court saw another member of the Trump family take the stand. Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, took the witness stand in the civil fraud trial, threatening to cripple the family business empire. Her testimony follows the testimonies of her two brothers and her father. Ivanka is not a defendant in this case. The New York Attorney General's office questioned Ivanka about her background in business and the work she did for the Trump organization. The trial threatens the former U.S. president's business empire. New York Attorney General Letitia James has accused the Trump organization of increasing the value of its assets by billions of dollars to obtain more favorable bank loans and insurance terms. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has defended his wealth and businesses dealings in a civil fraud trial. This as he denounced the lawsuit as a quote-unquote politically motivated attack. He dismissed all allegations of inflating his net worth. During his trial, Trump even complained of unfair treatment on the witness stand. Amid his heated exchanges, Judge Arthur Engoron threatened Trump that he might be removed from the witness stand if he continued to evade direct questions. There's a low chance that Trump and his sons will end up in jail due to this case, but they might face heavy penalties of around $250 million US and removal from the management of the family company. Trump has repeatedly said the case is politically motivated. Let's talk more about this, and joining us now is our correspondent Susan Teherani, live in New York. Good to see you, Susan. We do understand that Letitia James is saying, and she actually did tell reporters that Ivanka Trump will attempt today to distance herself from the company. She says, unfortunately, the facts will reveal that, in fact, she was very much involved. Some say that after Ivanka Trump testifies, this will be the end of the case.
Yeah, and not so much the end of the case, but the state will rest its case, and then the Trump team will have an opportunity to present their own witnesses. And according to Trump's lawyers, they'll wrap up around December 15th. But you're absolutely right. In terms of what witnesses Letitia James's side, the state will call on the stand, Ivanka Trump is the last person. In terms of distancing herself, she already appealed to not be a co-defendant in this case, along with her father and her two brothers. However, as you rightly mentioned, Letitia James says that she has enough information that's relevant. Also, the Court of Appeals ruled that because a lot of this case is in regards to after 2017, and that was the time that Ivanka Trump left the Trump organization to work with his father at the White House, then her information wouldn't be relevant. But then again, that was something that Letitia James said that she's at the heart of the matter because she was involved and in charge of two main properties, one in Washington and one in Florida, where she would get financing for those properties. And it's really at the heart of the matter of what Letitia James is calling for. So, we'll have to wait and see what the judge decides. But it's also important to note that he's already found Trump and his two sons liable for a number of issues related to this case. It's just a matter of how much penalty is going to be inflicted on that company and whether or not they'll be able to operate here in New York or not. But there's no doubt that this case is going to go to appeals.
Susan, very quickly, we do understand that before Ivanka Trump took to the stand, the judge, Arthur Engoron, actually joked and asked, who is she? Did she take any offense to that?
This saga has played like a reality show going on and on this civil case. First, we started seeing out of the nowhere cameras in the courtroom, and we saw the judge sort of smiling like he's on a television show before the case started. We have the Trump side, and notably the president, really taking this opportunity to speak to the American people and campaign. And then there was this back and forth between the judge and the former president on Monday as well. So it's no surprise that he would say something like this. you know, people can judge for themselves whether that's professional or not, but it's been a very peculiar situation, to say the least, notably this case in New York.
All right, I've been talking to our correspondent, Susan Teherani, live in New York. Thanks, Susan. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.